Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to do another coding exercise about overloading. Here we are having a class called printer. In this class, we are having a function called display. So this is the only function of our printer class. This function requires two arguments, text and number. A number by default is assigned to none. So now we are going to do certain things in this function, but we're going to get back to this function later. But let me explain this function through an example. Here we are creating an object from the printer class. I use that to call the display function, and I'm having only one argument called hello. When I go up, this function is called with one argument, which is hello. So this is assigned to text. A number is by default assigned to none. And here we are checking to see if number is none. If it's true, which is the case, we are going to enter this if condition, and this part is going to be checked now. And here we are checking to see if the variable text is of string type. Is it? Yes, because we are having a string here. So if this is true, print the text for me in the output. So hello is going to be printed. Let me repeat it. We call the display function, and we are having only one argument. This argument is assigned to text, and the second argument is having a default value, which is called number, and number is assigned to none by default. Then we check if number is none. In this case, the number is none because we are having only one argument and that is assigned to text. So the default value for number remains the same. And we check, okay, if number is none, yes, then it enters this part. And then we need to have the checking of this if condition. We check if this text variable is of type string here in this line. Okay. Then if this is true, we are going to print hello. Otherwise, if it was not true, we were going to print the number. Let me call the display function with another argument. So now I call the display function one more time, and this time I'm having the argument as a number and not a string. It's 100, the argument. So this display is called, display function is called. And now, because we are having only, again, one argument, this 100 is assigned to this argument, this parameter here, text, and not this one. This one will be activated only if we have two arguments, because it is the second argument, okay? Don't get confused that the name of the parameter is number. So this is the second argument, and if we were having a second argument, that second argument would have been assigned to the number parameter here. We are having only one argument, and the argument is going to be assigned to text. Here we are checking if number is none. Yes, number is still none because we didn't have a second argument. Then we are going to enter this part, and we are checking this if condition. Now we are going to check if this text parameter or variable, let's say, is of type string. Is it true? No, this time it's not true because it's 100 is not a string, it's a number. Because this condition is not true, then this part is not going to be executed and the else part is going to be executed, and we are going to print number message, and then the number 100 is going to be printed in the output. Now, what happens if we are having two arguments? If we are having two arguments is my example here. So hello and 100. We're calling the display function. Hello is assigned to text, and 100 this time is assigned to variable called number because here it is the second argument. We check if number is none. No, number is not none anymore. None was the default value. This time it is 100. So it directly comes here to this else part, and it says text hello number 100. So when I run this code, we see exactly the same thing as we discussed here. We can see that In the first time when we are having only one string, the hello text is being printed. So text is assigned, this hello is assigned to text. Number is none, yes. So is it a string? Yes. Therefore, type down text and then hello. This is text and then hello, okay? Then we call the display function with 100. 100 is assigned to text. Number is none. Yes, it is still none. The text variable is holding a string. No, then go to this else part and print number, which is 100. Number 100. Okay. And finally, call the function with two arguments here. And hello is assigned to text. 100 is assigned to number. Check if number is none. No, it's not true. Then it goes to the else part and it says text, hello, and number 100. So this is basically how we can have an overloading method in Python. Thank you for watching.